Hello, beautiful being. Numerology is the feminine side of numbers because it deals with the feeling side of numbers, how numbers make us feel. And we're going to go through briefly through the sequence of the numbers from 1 to 9 to give you an idea of how this works. So the number 1, which starts the numbers, is the leader. It's as simple as that. It leads the other numbers. And we all, even if we don't believe in numerology, we all use the term the number 1 to describe the boss. So if you're working with a number 1, you're here to be independent. They're here to be maybe a leader as well. And so all of us, even if we're not a number 1, if that's not one of our main numbers, we can have an idea, and we might need to get somebody else in to discuss that idea with. So then we need the number 2. So we start to see that each of the numbers is kind of interdependent with the others. There's a logical progression from one number to the next. So the 1 morphs into the 2, and the 2 is really like the number 2 in the company is the helper, the right-hand man or the right-hand woman. So we have the 1, which is the primary masculine, connected with the sun, and then the 2, the primary feminine, connected with the moon. So we have this sort of intimate connection. So the 1 is alone, the 2 is more of like an intimate connection, and then the 3, in England we say 2's company and 3's a crowd. So the social dynamic changes from 1 to 2 to 3. All of a sudden everything becomes sociable with the 3. So what happens then is that we, as coming back to the number 1 idea, we have an idea, we discuss it with our friend, we bring in the number 2, and together we say, yeah, that's a great idea, we can do something with this. And so we give birth, metaphorically, to a project, to a business, to anything, to a band, to something. And that would be the number 3. And 3 is the project, 3 is creativity, and 3 is connected with the earth itself. Now, some people say that 3 is connected with Jupiter. I just don't see that. I think that we should always question whatever we read in books. And if we're looking at the logical, the kind of the feeling meanings of the numbers, we have to assign the planets which feel most right to those numbers. And so in our solar system, so far as I can see, the 3 is really connected with our beautiful Mother Earth. She's giving birth to so many species. It's just really the most creative planet in our solar system. Really a beautiful place. So really, no matter what our numbers, we're on a 3 planet here. We're kind of like children, because 1 primary masculine, 2 primary feminine, 3 is like the child energy. So we're kind of like children. We're here to have fun and play. But like all children, we can be a bit naughty. We can get carried away with the game. We can also be a bit gullible and naive and believe whatever we're told. Okay, so on this beautiful 3 planet, we sort of have to take responsibility for that, for our childlike nature, and learn to, to get the best out of it. So let's move on to the 4 then. If we want to grow our idea, we're going to have to take it to the next level and work really hard to make it a success. So that's 4. So 4 is discipline and work and structure and organization. It's connected with Mars, with the planet Mars. Okay, so really, like, come on, let's go down the gym, let's go for a hike, let's put in some overtime. It's that Mars 4 energy. But we can't just be working forever. If we want to grow that company, we have to take it to the next level. We need to go out and sort of network and talk about it, and just get out and to advertise what we're doing a little bit more. So that's the 5. 5 is communication, it's expansion, it's versatility, connected with Mercury. So if you have that 5 in your chart, there isn't one thing that you're here to do. You're going to be changing from one thing to another throughout your life, or maybe doing several things at the same time that hopefully all complement each other. So again, coming back to that idea of growing an idea, growing a company or a band or anything at all, once we've sort of bigged it up and we've talked about it, hopefully it's really going to start to get a sort of a kind of family sort of feeling to it. You know, like a business, it really, we want to get like Starbucks. After a while, people, they wanted to go there because it felt familiar. Or a band, you know, it's like you start to know the people in the band. So that's six. Six is really the family kind of energy. So, you know, if you're a woman with a six, it's being like being a mother, very likely. But if you're a man with a six, being a father, not necessarily so, but it's quite likely that that's the case. Okay, so six people are very kind of down to earth, they're very kind, very loving, very socially responsible kind of people. It's the Venus energy. So then, in order to keep growing, we start moving into kind of, maybe we want to grow that brand, or we want to we're in a band and we want to create that, like the difficult third album, and we need to go out on a limb a little bit. We need to go somewhere we haven't been before. We need to start learning new things. We can't keep playing the same old tricks. So that's the seven. Seven is wisdom. It's learning. It's understanding. Can be quite an alone number, can be like maybe a little bit eccentric too. My personality number is 7, so I think I can probably be a little bit eccentric at times. It's that lovely 7 energy. So 7 connected with Pluto, it can be quite intense energy as well. Okay, so of course the sequence doesn't end there, it moves on to the 8. So the 8 is Saturn. 8 is material satisfaction, and it's taking that wisdom, that learning, that understanding of the 7, and it's bringing it into a material framework. So if you're working with the 8 in your chart, you're here to make money work for you. You're not here to just work for money. So, you know, I deal with a lot of people in the yoga kind of realm, or the spiritual kind of realm. So when somebody says, "Hey, you know, I'm a yoga teacher. I really like teaching yoga," and I see they have an 8 in their chart, I maybe just put forward the suggestion that, well, you know, maybe you need to have your own center, because teaching the yoga is great, but to fully flower as an 8, need to take it to the next level and turn it into a business. Okay. And then the 9, it's really the high point of human experience, which is compassion, unconditional love, selflessness, and that's connected with Jupiter, beautiful benefactor planet of Jupiter. So we have people like Bob Marley, Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, these beautiful people all working with the 9 energy. So yes, if you're working with a 9, not an easy energy at all. Really not an easy energy, because 9 people, they're kind of, they can never kind of have days off. There's something inside of them always trying to make them like a better person, and to, bring more goodness into the world. It can be a little exhausting. They can be very hard on themselves, get disappointed with others too. But really, balanced 9s are just wonderful, caring, humanitarian kinds of people. Okay, so I really hope that's been helpful to you. We're going to go more into the numbers in future videos. Please please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.